Hi and welcome to another edition of OnSideSA, and we have eventually got a winner, Budge.
Yeah.
You went and met the man?
Yeah, Greg Pesci. Sadly, he's a Liverpool supporter.
Sadly, Liverpool young man.
Yeah, good guy, Paul.
Is
in the protective clothing game.
Protective clothing, so we can wear raincoats on our next show.
Yeah.
Okay, good, but good lad.
Yeah, Paul loves a competition. Recommended from one of the
Is he still going in the next one?
Well, he is, Paul. He takes a few entries and he's 100% so far in the new one.
Gee, he's like the championship. You don't get back-to-back winners.
Well, you're right.
So he's pushing to be back-to-back, eh? Yeah, okay, well done, Greg. You know, we'll get to meet you when you send the raincoats and umbrellas down and protective boots. But it's summer now, Greg. Well done. The two guys who went all the way, Breaks Burns, Robbie Burns, great man.
Paul, 11 rounds, winning rounds.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And Phineas Loca, Paddy Loca, the commercial director here. Also Liverpool.
Yeah.
Who's Robbie Burns' support?
Liverpool as well.
Are you serious? Yeah. Liverpool. Well done to all three of you, especially well done to Greg who got it right in the death. I felt sorry for the guy when I was Man United when they played.
Mark Haddon, I was with him last night. The chemist.
The chemist. Okay, and just running through, I like your list of previous winners. I'm going to run through them, Budge, because some of these guys are still in.
Yeah.
Ernie Wallace,
Skip's
great footballing man, Skip, professional footballer. Henry Nordie, footballing man right throughout. Denzel Governor, the RT guy. Guillaume Nell, one of the Cold Circle boys. Crow Croshaw, great footballer. Vivian Mudley.
Yeah, works for Gary Green.
Oh, yes, I know who we are. Andrew Jackson.
Yeah, was with him last night at Westville.
The Westville team have a squad of doppers up there.
No doubt.
Sean Phillips, great man. Sean Matthew.
Yeah, he's Toyota man.
He nearly went back to back. He's the closest he's gone back to back.
Todd favourite at the moment, Sean, yeah.
Is he again, eh? Greg Veal.
Yeah.
And George Salentis, an absolute gentleman of a human being.
Well, George had the privilege to go Liverpool-Barcelona. So
that's right, sure.
Greatest effort. Yeah.
Now we look at week 2. I'll just let you know the guys that went out. West Ham took 145, Budge.
Yeah, a lot of people, Paul. 2-2. They did look good things, especially after they beat Leicester forward on Monday.
And they went 2-1 up.
Yeah.
Okay, so they took a few. Aston Villa took 39. Leeds United, 10. Newcastle, 6. Brighton 2, Southampton 2, and Liverpool 1. Someone braved the mighty Liverpool.
Yeah.
Okay, and the ones who went through, Tottenham 172. You guys listening? Leicester City 58, Man City 42, Man United 4. Shoot, Budge, how did your team get through? Wolves roasted Spurs the week before. They roasted
Miracle,
Man United. And Everton 3. You're right, ladies. Always have the fairest sex, Budge. Well done. And we've there's prizes from Decoy
Gary's
Doug.
confirmed. He's still a £1,000 voucher from
Marlene Laveau, well done. Catherine Armstrong, Tracy Nell.
Yeah, that's Guillaume's wife.
Is that Guillaume's wife?
Yeah.
Okay, Kerry Varga.
Yeah, Vila girl.
The Raquel Quintas.
Yeah.
Dora Russo.
They're the last two champions.
They're the last two. Renee Roos has been up there for many times, eh? Ashley Berger, I don't know.
Yeah.
Brittany Berger.
They're sisters. Yeah. Stan Berger runs Pirates. That's his 2 daughters. So he's
Pirates is the life-saving.
Yeah.
Okay. Julie Usher.
Yeah, it's Lance's wife. The postman.
The postman's wife. Okay, lovely. Nice to have her on. I've met her a few times. Chantel Matthew, is she related?
Sean's wife.
All right, keep an eye on her. I think he's tipping to her. Michelle Tovey, steeped in football.
Yeah.
Sue Miller and Blair Miller.
Now that's wife and daughter. Willie Miller, that played with me at Umbilo and at Pinetown.
I remember Willie Miller.
Willie went out. His wife and daughter still in. I saw him on Tuesday. Not impressed. They were giving him abuse.
Colours.
Colours. Still in.
Week 2 winners. 3 Everton.
Yeah, MVP, Paul. We always have an MVP.
Matthew Williamson, Gary Byrne, and Jason Nell.
Yeah.
Unbelievable award.
Yeah.
So we don't believe this.
Got to believe it.
Garth White has got to believe it.
Well, it's the second time in 13 competitions that he's got to round 3.
Sure. Sounds like the TKO. I mean, the CEO. David Harker.
Yeah, Dave Pirates man.
Pirates. Paul Osborne, the mighty coach. The mighty coach. The mighty great man. And Michael Duplessis.
He made his debut, Paul. He had a lot to say, so
well
he got to round 3.
Well done. Okay. Stevie B's our man. The man you can't boot shoot or electrocute. Who knows what's going on overseas. Stevie, welcome.
Hi everyone. I might know what's going on overseas, but I certainly didn't get my pick right on last one standing last week.
Well, you're out again.
140 odd people on West Ham.
Budge will tell us, did Abood make it?
Yeah, the boot sneaked in. They all sneaked in.
Robbie
bar
Martin
Steve.
snuck in.
Yeah.
Charlie Pigram.
Tottenham
Derek Ramsey.
stayed in.
Okay, so Steve, my international boys, you're the only one letting them down. Raise your game, please.
I know, but I thought I would be clever and save some of the big boys for later on, but that'll teach me.
That's not too clever.
Steve, deadline signings. Obviously, the big one was Ronaldo. Does it give them a chance to win the league?
Yeah, well, whether it would say to win the league or not, but I think it will certainly enhance them. And you look last night, Ronaldo still has it. 2 goals in the last 5 minutes, and you can see how hungry he still is for success. I think he isn't the player he was obviously when he left, but I think that he still plays at the highest level, and I think that he will demand that of those around him. He really doesn't suffer fools around him easily. So I think that I think for United fans, you can see why they're excited. I think that he will certainly bring something back to the club, and for United themselves commercially, I think it's a real coup.
Yeah. I couldn't see him going to Man City. Did a podcast last week at Hollywood, and they were all jumping down my throat. I said, the Ronaldo brand is worth more than he is. And 50% of, I'm sure, his client base are Man United fans. And if he'd signed for City, the guys would have been burning all their clothing and that.
But what is the story with...
I think you're right. I think that at the minute it was obvious that there was an opportunity, and it sounded like Sir Alex and everybody was sending him messages to say, "Come on, what about it?"
Yeah.
And then but obviously when you look at the statements that he's made, he's obviously passionate about going back. I think he'll have a good couple of years.
Yeah. They've got a lot of forwards now, but I see they've sold Dan James.
Is
it loan or sale?
No, they sold him 25 million. Was it, Steve?
Yeah, 25. 25 rising up to 30. I'm not surprised. It's interesting that he's been playing him a little bit recently. I just find that his end product isn't there.
Yeah.
And I think that so I think that they've got other options, and obviously bringing Ronaldo in now, he'll play. I think sort of the middle, because I think that's where his strength is, in and around the box.
Yeah.
But you're a Man United man. Now you've got everyone in. James is gone. Give me your starting lineup.
Well, that's the problem.
Just up front. You play Ronaldo.
Well, Ronaldo's going to play. The key is they spent
Who going to play with
million.
him?
Well, Sancho on the right's going to play.
Why?
Well,
Did all his best work at the other left?
No, sure. The thing is, you can't really drop the youngster, can you? Mason Greenwood.
He has to start. Ronaldo has to start. That means Rashford, Martial,
and the man from Cavani will play. And
Cavani will be in.
He'll be playing like number 10. That's what I think. And Bruno will be behind. Pogba and Fred, no option.
And Budge, elder players that they've bought in haven't done too badly. The first year, Zlatan wasn't too bad.
Yeah,
Cavani's doing the job.
Yeah.
And I think Ronaldo will do the job.
Paulie's a proven winner. Him and Messi have raised the bar for years. And for any United fan, I've heard the complaints. And my argument is, would you rather have him, Rashford, him, Martial, him, Dan James, him or anybody? So don't moan. Be grateful he's back.
I want to see more from Sancho.
Yeah.
He didn't get the nod at England. Let's see what he gets here. Dortmund didn't do all that well with him and the big blonde striker. Yeah. But the question I've got to put to you, Budge, is with regard to Man United, is that you're coming into, for my money, the toughest league.
Yeah.
I've seen many guys come in and they haven't shone. You can win trophies. And have you noticed lately in the balance of Champions League winners, Liverpool, Chelsea.
Yeah, they're all the UK, all the money.
It's starting to go that way,
Yeah, definitely.
So it will be much tougher for him, but he's an athlete.
Yeah, an asset too. Steve, Chelsea, to me, Saul Niguez, great signing.
Where does he play?
Midfield.
Yeah, they're very good, very experienced player. Obviously they left it late, but Atletico Madrid, they, for their own La Liga FFP purposes, they want the opportunity to bring Griezmann back. I think that they then had to sort of balance the book, so they were prepared to let Niguez go. And you can understand. I mean, Chelsea, they haven't done a lot in the transfer market, but they brought a couple of quality players because it's such a big squad. And I think they've obviously looked at it and thought, we're only going to bring in players that can really enhance what we've got, and that experience.
Yeah, I think
he's going to be one of 7 across the middle.
No, they've only got 4.
Kante,
Kovacic, Kante, Jorginho and Niguez. That's the 4.
Where they're playing...
they play two midfield players and the rest bomb forward.
Sorry, just run through those names again. The holding ones are?
Jorginho, Kante,
the other guy,
Kovacic, and Neguez.
And then-
That'll be the four. That'll be the four main
but
ones.
then, with so many forwards, they're going to drop people in. They're playing wing backs fully.
So they only play two central.
Only play two. And Miguez is going to go
Neguez is one of that. So I think they'll just rotate them, yeah? Got no option.
That's hard for continuity, but you can only play 11.
That's true.
Okay, what
Steve,
about
the
Kurt
club,
Zuma?
Steve, I think the club for me who got the best deadline deals were West Ham. Zuma I think is a great signing. And Nikola Vlasic, I watched him play for Croatia. How do you see it?
Yeah, no, they've been very astute, and in fact, I was pundits yesterday talking about David Moyes, and since he's come back on the scene, they bought very well. He's very thorough about the sort of players that he wants, and the board have obviously backed him, and they've obviously brought in Crowell as well. So
yes,
he brought in players who they feel can do a job. I mean, Vlasic's probably got a bit to prove. He didn't sort of really do as well as I think he was expected to at Everton. So he's probably quite hungry. And Crowell plays for the Czech Republic with Gufal and Suchek. So they obviously know him well. And we know Zuma, and I think it will just sort of add to their defence. So they're going to have a good season again, West Ham.
Yeah, I agree. I see your ex-Fulham player, Lookman's now sneaked in at Leicester.
Good player.
Yeah, interesting that three of our best players last season, Areola, Lookman and Anderson, are all back in the Premier League. Obviously, hoping they would have been with us, but so it shows that Lookman is good. He didn't quite score as many as I think we would have hoped. He missed a few chances, but he's a good, sharp player. I'm not sure he'll necessarily start for Leicester every week because they've got you've got Vardy and Barnes. So I'm not quite sure that. To me, I don't think he's better than Harvey Barnes, but they want to strengthen their squad. They're in. You can understand it.
Yeah, I think it'll be more of a Europa League play Thursday night and rest the big fish for the league. Steve, we're not going to talk about England because they've got an easy game against Hungary. But
just before they go on, Steve, last quick question about Fulham. Stevie, your boys Fulham, the fantastic win, another penalty missed. Steve, you're going very well. Very well. I mean, the players are enjoying playing under Silva. The fans are enjoying watching it. Thankfully, the penalty miss didn't make much difference. We really have a poor record, and again, it's worrying that Mitrovic has missed another penalty. But overall, we can't ask for more. We go into the international break top of the table, so I'm happy with that. We had a very good window. Brought in literally at the last minute, Nat Chalabar and Watford. So I think that will just add to the squad. And when I look at the squads, without being biased, I think we do have the strongest squad in the champion. So I think it's, injuries and suspensions apart, I think we've got a very good chance now.
Yeah,
but the two that you tipped to come up look like they're up at the top
Paul,
of the
every
log.
week, just say, you take you back Fulham, West Brom every week. West Brom were very lucky.
Yeah.
But still, you just got to get a result. Steve, on to the international scene. There's obviously some 1 to 25, 1 to 50 sides. I'm not obviously going to ask you those, but the tight games, Israel, Austria. How do you see it?
Yeah, there will be a tight game. Israel won 4-0 last night. Austria drew. I think that at home, Israel relatively strong, although their results in the last couple of World Cup and Euros haven't been as good. But I think they could hold Austria. So I'm sort of plumping for a draw there. I can't see Israel winning, so it's going to be a draw and an away win.
Okay, Slovakia, Croatia.
Didn't they play last night?
That'd be a good game. So Slovakia drew with Slovenia yesterday. I think that Slovakia could hold Croatia at home. I think again, I can't see them winning, but for me, it's either Croatia or a draw.
Okay, France were disappointing last night. You see them rebounding against the Ukraine.
Well, it was a very surprising result. Really was. I think that they probably will. I mean, Ukraine are not a bad side, especially at home.
Yeah.
But obviously, you saw the way that England dismantled them recently. I think France will definitely need to step up again, and I think they will win. But I think there will be poor for them if they don't, because last night was a very poor result.
Yeah, red card didn't help. Switzerland, Italy should be a good game.
Yeah, I think it'd be a really good game. That's probably one of the outstanding games. Obviously, it was a good game in the Euros. I thought Switzerland really, until the penalties, they were, I think.
Well, these are all weekend games.
I mean, Italy, we know, still unbeaten. I can't see them losing, but it's the Swiss would hold them.
Okay, and can Wales, I see they drew last night in Finland, a friendly, which is meaningless. You think they can get the 3 points in Belarus?
I think they will. Belarus are not the strongest side. I mean, not terrible at home. I think Wales will be disappointed if they don't get 3 points there.
All right. Steve, we have League One fixtures. We're going to put them on the screen. We've got the betting odds. There's only 5 games, obviously due to the international postponements. The first game we've got on our screen is Accrington Stanley at home to Shrewsbury. How do you see it?
9th place, 22nd.
Yeah, I like Accrington. I think they've had a reasonable start, 1-3. Shrewsbury, having a really poor run, four defeats on the spin. I'm certainly going to go for a home win there.
All right. AFC Wimbledon up against Oxford.
Oxford are flying.
Yeah, I mean, Oxford are sort of riding high, but AFC are having they've had some very good games. They've only lost once this season, and I think at home, I think they've got a very good opportunity. And I think that the betting, is saying it looks like it's Oxford, but I fancy Wimbledon.
Good, you've been
All right.
drinking.
Well, we've got one of our Durban boys that is in the squad of AFC Wimbledon, Ethan Chislett.
Yeah,
He used to
good player.
coach his dad and know his granddad fairly well.
Granddad's
So we're all
alcoholic.
funking for them.
Yeah. But just want to ask you, Steve, while you're there, what are Oxford United's nickname?
Are they the U's?
Like Keith
Hughes.
is. The what?
I think they're known as the
Is it the U's? I know they play in yellow. They're on the
Yeah,
cup
they're
a
playing
while back.
yellow, yeah. The U's as in sheep?
Yeah, no, just the U for United.
Oh, okay, I've got you.
Okay.
Okay, all right, thank
All
you.
right, Steve, Cheltenham Town up against the other Wimbledon team, MK Dons.
Yeah, that should be a game. I mean, Cheltenham are having a decent start, and MK have just sort of come strong recently. You can probably sort of go 1, 2, 3 on this. I think that any result is possible.
Yeah.
Probably plump for the home side, but I think it'd be a good game. I think there'll be goals.
We had to include the other two. Monday night sees Bolton Wanderers up against Burton Town. Is that Nigel Clough's team? Burton.
Yes, no, Burton is Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank.
Okay. How do you see that going?
Nigel Clough's at Mansfield.
You in a
Burton's
Mansfield?
doing okay. Burton sort of lost recently, and that was their first defeat. They'd won their first 3, but Bolton at home, I think, will be too strong.
Okay, and last but not least, the Inks of Lincoln City against Rotherham.
Yeah, again, both sort of going just about again. Obviously, hoping that they can get back into the championship. I fancy Rotherham there. Lincoln are doing okay, but I fancy Rotherham to sneak that one.
Okay, Steve, last but not least, as always, you've been on a bit of a run with us. I need your best bet and your best value bet, please.
Yeah, I'm going to go for Accrington as my best bet.
Oh, we got lost in Accrington, yeah.
Accrington Stanley and Valley.
Maybe again a little bit of a hope, but I think at 2 to 1, I'm going to plump for Wimbledon at home as a value bet.
Okay, AFC Wimbledon. So if Ethan Chislett scores, we'll be jumping up.
Yeah.
But Steve, you were at the cricket yesterday, or you going? Was it today you're going?
No, it's today. Today's the first day. Yeah, I shall be there. I'll be there this morning.
Oh, okay, well enjoy.
Where's it at, Lords?
It's the Oval. So overcast conditions. You think it's a good seamer's wicket. So we'll see what happens.
All right, Stevie, as usual, thank you very much.
Thanks, Steve. Enjoy the cricket.
Pleasure. Talk to you soon.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Right, but let's move on to World Cup qualifiers. We can scoot through these.
Yeah, there's games tonight, Paul, but obviously we couldn't include them. So it's just the Saturday, Sunday games that we've got
these will be updated from the scores and that. But let's have a look at. I'm going to run through what we got, and you got them on the screen.
Finland, Paul. I like Finland. Timo Pukki. I think they're good things to win, Paul.
Finland, yeah.
Kazakhstan drew 2-2 loss. It was on with Ukraine.
Yeah,
they scored an injury time to equalise.
Pukki and Bobby Lamont for Finland. Pukki and Bobby Lamont.
Yeah, I'm all over Finland, Paul. I think they're good things.
Okay, good things. 1-2 Finland from Butch.
Cyprus, Russia. I went for Russia last night against Croatia. They drew 0-0.
They drew.
Yeah, tight game. I thought there'd be goals.
They
Cost me a
5-10
couple
as
of
well,
rand. Should be, Paul, but a little bit short away from
Didn't
home.
Ireland play? Which Ireland played last night?
Republic. They lost to Portugal 2-1.
2-1.
But
Did Ronaldo play?
he missed a penalty in the first half. They had a youngster in goals for Ireland, 19, plays for Portsmouth. Great save. They were 1-0 up with 5 minutes to go.
Oh.
Ronaldo scored 2 headers.
Ronaldo?
Ronaldo.
Jeez,
So he broke the record, 111 goals. But, Paul, I just worry. They had a great chance. Conley from Brighton missed a great chance to put them 2-0 up, but their backs were towards the wall. This is the 2 worst teams in the group. If they can't beat this...
In the European Championships, Portugal went out fairly early. Ronaldo scored a lot, but they went out fairly early. Are they that good?
Well, Paul, you see the players.
Yeah.
Bernardo, Bruno,
Quality.
they've got stack of players. They're like Man United, the balance is all wrong.
Yeah.
But, Republic of Ireland, Paul, I'm not impressed with them, but they should beat Azerbaijan, but I just don't trust them,
Latvia, Norway?
Paul, I watched quite a bit of Norway. That's Holland. They drew 1-1 with Holland last night, and the Netherlands last night. They should be too good for Latvia, Paul.
Yeah, they should be. Serbia, Luxembourg?
Well, Serbia won a friendly. They went into Qatar and beat the host nation 4-0. They're going well.
They
1-2 and drawn
1-6.
well, 1-6. Luxembourg are poor, Paul.
Belarus, Wales?
I like Austria. They won 2-0 last night. They beat
Austria?
Moldova. Paul, they've got some good players.
Sorry, I'm on the right game.
Israel, Austria. I got the wrong sheet, I think.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at
But,
Belarus.
Sunday,
Okay, I got you. You like Austria?
I like Austria, Paul. They won 2-0 last night. They played well in the Euros. A lot of guys from RB Leipzig in the German league. So it'll be a tough game. Israel at home, don't give anything away. But of the 2 teams, I like
those
Austria.
Ali boys all in this team?
That's all the RB Leipzig.
Israel, have they got...
they've got 1 or 2, Paul.
1 or 2 of them, okay. Netherlands,
Should
too
be
good.
too good for Montenegro. Disappointing last night, 1-1, but they should be too good for Montenegro.
Scotland, too good?
Paul, they got beat by Denmark last night, 2-0. Totally outplayed according to the results, but Moldova are woeful. So Scotland have got to win that.
Okay, so Croatia bounced back with a win.
Well, Paul, tough game. We watched Slovakia. They played well in the Euros. Croatia disappointing. End of an era for Modric and Rakitic and Perisic and all those guys. Bit of transition. They drew last night. I don't see them losing. But I wouldn't take even money,
No, I
Paul.
wouldn't take even money. Ukraine, France.
Well, depend with France, Paul. You just never know. Mbappe, the £180 million, hasn't scored in the last 6 internationals. But they've got plenty of players, Paul, so you'd expect him to get back to
Does
winning
things
ways.
still get around Giroud?
Griezmann, he's on the bench, Paul.
Martial?
Martial, no, not in the squad.
Okay, let's go at... have we got the right page now?
Belarus,
Wales.
Paul,
Come on,
there's
Wales.
a few betting fluctuation. Wales drew last night with Finland. You'd expect them to win in Belarus, Paul.
Okay.
You just never know, but Wales should get a result.
Albania, Hungary.
I like Hungary, Paul. But Albania, Paul, these are teams you don't see too often. You can only go on the form of the 2 teams. I like Hungary, but a draw is obviously a player.
Iceland, North
Well,
Macedonia.
you remember watching North Macedonia in the Euros? They were a Grand Prix team. Pandev and Alioski from Leeds. They played great football. They didn't win many games. And this is my upset of the weekend. Iceland have gone backwards, Paul, from the Ockers. Remember the famous clap?
Yes.
They've lost a lot of players. New generations coming. And if there is an upset over the weekend, I think it's North Macedonia. Plenty of goals expected, Paul. They're a Grand Prix team.
Belgium, 4-10.
Should be, Paul. Good team. But the Czech Republic, Suchek, they've got a lot of players, Paul. They played well in the Euros.
Yeah,
but they should be Belgium. Belgium quality team.
Quality team. And then Switzerland, Italy. I like Italy.
Yeah, me too, Paul. That's my bet of the weekend at a price, even money.
Okay, let's go closer to home, Budge.
Ah,
World Cup qualifiers.
Yeah, Paul.
Zimbabwe, South Africa.
Paul, Friday. Hopefully it's on. We're in the same group as Ghana.
It's got to be on. Friday, 3 o'clock.
Yeah, we're in the same group as Ghana. Ghana won 2-0 last night. Mane scored, and I looked at the team. They stacked with players. But I don't see us losing, Paul. But Zimbabwe got a lot of players that play in South Africa.
Yes.
So tight game. The draw 16-10. Just hope we don't
Who's the
get
new
beat.
captain in South Africa? I know Percy Taylor's vice captain.
I don't know, Paul. I haven't really followed it.
Not a goalie or strikers. I was reading about them. Anyway, Mauritania, Zambia.
Paul, that's in the...
They're both 18-10.
Paul, of the 2 teams, I like Mauritania, Paul. They play us in the desert, and it's hot. South Africa went there years ago and they beat us 2-0. It was a cabbage patch.
Yeah.
So I think there'll be a few goals in there, Paul, but I like Mauritania of the 2 sides.
But you watch the Premier League in England, and then you cross over to a game in South Africa, Chiefs, and the fields are buggered.
Fields are terrible, Paul.
Yeah, it's just...
but it's the maintenance,
water,
Paul. There's a lot of money spent on the pitches in England.
Maintenance, you're right. Nigeria 1-5 against
Should be, Paul.
Liberia.
Pressure game,
Was that
Weah's
George
not
Weah?
playing.
Yeah, George Weah.
But Nigeria, Paul, big squad.
Cameroon are 1-3, Budge.
Paul, these are all Friday games. There wasn't much betting on any of the others, Paul, so I had to take what was available.
Sure.
Should be good things against Malawi.
And then
Likewise,
Tunisia 1-5.
Paul, they had a good World Cup in Russia. Should be too good for Equatorial Guinea.
Right, Buzz, let's have a look at the Soccer 6.
Yeah, kick-off, obviously, it's the international with a few sprinkling of other sides. Yeah, I think Finland will beat Kazakhstan. I've gone the field in the Swedish clash between Gais Gothenburg and AFC Eskilstuna. I don't see Arbar be the first Gunners team to avoid defeat this year at home against Leganes. I'm going the field in the Kordrenga versus UMF Vajolna clash. I don't see Russia losing in Cyprus, and I'm taking a chance. I'm going for Norway to beat Latvia 2-1-6. On to our second Soccer 6. I'm going the field in the Republic of Ireland versus Azerbaijan game. I'm bankering Serbia to beat Luxembourg, Slovenia to beat Malta. I'm going the field in the Tenerife Ponferradina game. I don't see Austria losing in Israel, and I don't see Croatia losing in Slovakia 2-1-6.
Lovely.
On to our Soccer 10. I'm bankering Finland to beat Kazakhstan. I'm going the field in the Gais Gothenburg AF Eskilstuna fixture. I'm going Arbar, win and draw at home against Leganes. I'm going the field in the Kordrenga UMF Vajolna game. I'm going Russia to avoid defeat in Cyprus. Our second page sees us banker Norway to win in Latvia. I don't see the Republic of Ireland losing at home against Azerbaijan. I'm bankering Serbia to beat Luxembourg, Slovenia to beat Malta, and going win and draw Tenerife at home against Ponferradina 288. On to our Soccer 13. I'm going France, win and draw in the Ukraine. I'm bankering Norway to be too good for Latvia. I'm going Croatia to avoid defeat against Slovakia. Likewise, Russia to avoid defeat in Cyprus. I'm going the Republic of Ireland, win and draw at home against Azerbaijan. I don't see Austria losing in Israel. I'm chancing Scotland, who can do anything to beat Moldova. Our second page sees us banker Serbia to beat Luxembourg, bankering IF Sylvia to beat Hudiksville, Solentuna to beat Tabby FK. I'm going SC Troll Haaland, win or draw against Lunds. I'm going Almeria, win and draw against Malaga. And last but not least, I'm chancing the Gunners of Arbar to beat Leganes 256.
Okay, Budge, your best bets. You've got better. You're warming up, Budge. You're
Paul,
warming
this
up.
is the
And they
dodgy
take
week.
them to internationals for you.
No, what can we do? When we're on fire, the internationals. Paul, trying to find value is difficult. Some of the teams. So,
1 to 5.
I'm going Euro qualifiers. I'm going Denmark against the Faroe Islands. I'm going Germany against Armenia. Netherlands against Montenegro, and Spain against Georgia to win both halves.
Oh, okay.
They've got to win both halves.
I thought that was a good bet.
Yeah, it's a difficult bet.
So, Budge, they have to score 2 goals.
Well, they've got to score in the first. Well, I don't see many of them conceding. So if they score in each half, I think they'll win.
Okay,
so they've got to win both halves.
Trickier bet.
Yeah, that's a
Let me
better
just
odds,
jot
Paul,
that
but
down.
they have to win both halves.
Please, you've got to put those down, Budge.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, that's a great bet. Now I realise
Great
it's a bit
price, but
trickier.
they've got to win both halves. Yeah.
Okay, the Euro handicap.
The other one, all these teams have to win by 3 or more goals. It's the same 3. Denmark against the Faroe Islands, Germany against Armenia, Netherlands against Montenegro, and Spain against Georgia.
Okay,
they don't have to, so they just got to win by 3 or more goals. Yeah, the odds were 12, 13 to 10, Paul. I couldn't take 4 to 10, 1 to 5, win by 1. So 2,600 to 200 is a play, Paul.
Euro over 2.5?
Yeah, I think there'll be goals in the following games, Paul. Over 2.5. Belarus, Wales, Cyprus, Russia, Latvia, Norway, and Serbia, Luxembourg.
Okay.
2,500 to 200. Both teams to score sides are Albania, Hungary, Iceland, North Macedonia, Ireland, Azerbaijan, and Slovakia, Croatia. A lot of teams under pressure.
These games Saturday, Sunday?
Saturday, Sunday, Paul.
Okay,
yeah.
and then English League One
Yeah,
double.
Paul, I had to find something to have a bet on, so I went...
Again, what you put out here, Budge, is ambiguous. Because you've got Accrington Stanley and Bolton Wanderers to win.
Yeah, and both teams to score in both games.
Well, if they win, they're both going to score.
No, but both teams to score.
Opposition.
Yeah, I should have put all 4 teams to score, but that's basically what it is. But in the actual bet, Paul, it's match bet on both teams to score. So
Okay,
I've gone
so
Accrington
tell them
Stanley.
to get rid of the ambiguity.
Yeah, Accrington Stanley to beat Shrewsbury Town. And
Okay.
I've gone Bolton Wanderers to beat Burton Albion, and both teams to score. So
Collis King.
And Collis King, we're going Austria to beat Israel, going Denmark to beat the Faroe Islands, Finland to beat Kazakhstan, Italy to beat Switzerland, Norway to beat Latvia, and ending off with Serbia beating Luxembourg 2,100 to 200.
Oh, that's excellent, Budge. Very, very good. So we know where we stand. And those of you who do the last one standing, again, congratulations to our winner of the last one. No games this weekend. We're back again next weekend. Till next week, stay on side.